Hey guys, just wanting to show you the course shell and introduce you to the course and go over the syllabus is the main thing. So if we go to summer 2021 and within Brightspace, logging in with your NetID, go to global visual culture. Obviously you've already done this since if you're watching the video, but you can see the announcement here around your required book, Preble's art forms, the 12th edition, and the cover looks like this. So just make sure you get that 12th edition by Patrick Frank. Publisher is Pearson. Here's the print ISBN, the e-text ISBN, and the edition, the 12th edition, copyright year 2019. I would not suggest getting an older book. I would suggest getting the 12th edition. Since it isn't super duper new, it's a couple years old, it's getting cheaper. And the e-text is actually quite affordable. You can get it from VitalSource, vitalsource.com. They have an e-text edition for you that you can check out for, I think, a 4-month period, but it's like $40, I think. So it's really not too bad. If you want to get the print edition, you can get that as well, either Amazon or wherever you might want to get that. They should have it on campus here too. MSU Northern Bookstore in the sub as well. Just make sure you get that 12th edition, because if you get an older edition, it's just going to be more confusing for you, and I think you'll have a harder time doing well in the course. It's just going to be kind of confusing. Quite a bit has changed from some of the older editions of the book, so I think the 12th edition is necessary. So if we go into the content area, I'm going to go over the syllabus, and the syllabus is up here off to the left menu. I have some things hidden because I'm working on them currently, but project number 1 is here underneath the syllabus. Week 1, Module 1, Week 1, Module 2, Week 2, Module 3, Week 2, Module 4. So we have 10 modules total, 5 weeks total. So each week has 2 modules. That's how the course will be set up as far as schedule goes. And we'll go into the syllabus here. I'll just open that up in a new tab, and we'll go over this. I think I'll download it. Have that open up in Acrobat here, my PDF reader. So art history, global visual culture, 160, summer 2021, 3 credits, Mary Ward. Okay, so here's my phone number. This is the best way to get a hold of me, especially in the summertime. I still will be checking in Brightspace every day once the course launches on June 7th, but text is the fastest way to get a hold of me. If you want to email me, here's my email, or you can email me in Brightspace, but if you really want to get a hold of me quickly, the text is going to work. Just include your name in the text so I know who's texting me. Course description, global visual culture, art 160 will be a journey into the concepts, techniques, media, terms, principles, and elements used by artists of the past and of today. We'll be discussing art from around the globe to better understand how art shapes culture. And you should expect to learn the processes and techniques used by artists. You should learn how to critique historical and modern works of art. And you should be able to identify and discuss the geological and historical context of these works at a basic level. And you should be able to identify the elements and principles used in the work of art. So definitely kind of a quick synopsis of the skills you'll learn. You should be able to critique, understand, and appreciate art from different historical time periods and geographic locations. So here is the textbook again in the syllabus. You might want a notebook to take notes with if you watch the lecture videos. They will be helpful to those that have a little bit of trouble with reading comprehension. You're definitely still going to need to read the chapters no matter what in the book, so you'll definitely need the text. You definitely need to read every chapter. And then if you want, add on those lecture videos just to help to reinforce the chapter. The lecture videos do not cover absolutely everything in the chapter, so you're going to need to still read that chapter in order to take the quiz and do well on the quiz, because the quiz covers everything in the chapter in our book. So the quizzes actually follow the book, the reading in the book, more than they do the lecture videos. The lecture videos will still be helpful to you though in reinforcing a lot of the main concepts and main artworks from the book. So we can see grades will be based on the following. Those are the chapter quizzes, worth 30% of the grade. Exercises, assignments, discussions, mini projects are worth 40%. So any of the assignments in the modules, all of those are worth 40%. Visit an artist gallery or artist studio project, which is project number 1, is worth 15% of your grade. So that's a pretty important project. And then there's one more project worth 15%, public art project. So you can read up on these inside of the course shell to get more information. So you can see here's the course schedule. So there's 5 weeks in a summer course. We start June 7th and we end July 9th. So you can see that with week 1, we have 2 modules in each of these weeks. So week 1 has number 1 and number 2 module. So we have June 7th through June 9th, we go through chapter 1. Module number 2, June 10th through the 13th, we do chapter 3 and 4. Week 2, similar layout. Module number 3, we go through chapter 5. Module number 4, 6, and 7, plus that 15% of your grade project is due. Visit an artist gallery, artist studio project, which I also refer to as project number 1, will be due June 20th, which is a Sunday. That's the end of week 2. Week 3, similar layout, except we're covering 4 chapters in week 3, so it'll be kind of a busy week. Week 4, just 2 chapters, but this project will be due July 4th, the public art project, or project number 2, as I refer to it in the course shell sometimes. So hopefully that's not too confusing. But week 5, we're going to be doing 3 chapters. And that's it, and then we're done. So that's basically kind of the outline of the course in a nutshell. The letter grades based on kind of a basic grade scale. You can view it here. Just remember, some people don't know this, especially if you're like a freshman, and I might have some freshmen in this course taking this course. D's are not passing grades in college, so definitely keep your grade above a 69.9% in this course if you want to pass the course. So student responsibilities, these are kind of important. You need to check Brightspace daily, especially with a online summer course, because we are going to be moving through the content relatively quickly. We're going to be kind of busy. Read the announcements. Read through the tasks outlined in the modules. So week 1 through week 5, 2 modules per week. So that's 10 modules total. And that can be found in the content area of the online course. Complete chapter readings every week. Take your chapter quizzes every week. Complete any additional assignments that I have outlined in any of the modules in a timely manner. Remember that you have 2 major projects for this class, so either project number 1 or project number 2, worth 15% of your grade. Those will be, they're outlined above in the schedule when they're due, but I will have various walkthrough videos, explaining the projects. I will also have project worksheets, and even those projects have their own module underneath the syllabus in the content area of the course. So you'll need to be working on those 2 main projects that are worth 15% of your overall grade throughout the semester, simultaneously while reading and taking the chapter quizzes and doing the assignments. Don't fall behind, because it can be very difficult to catch up once you've fallen behind. Reading the book and completing the quizzes takes up 30% of your grade in this course, so make sure you're reading, make sure you're taking that seriously. Watching those chapter videos might help some of you. Definitely reinforce the chapter reading and go over some of the main points. And it's something that you can definitely watch while you're making, dinner. You get your iPad out, put that up on the counter, and just listen and, glance over at the artwork that I'm talking about briefly. It definitely will help you out. I will also provide lecture videos. Sorry, I just talked about that. Reading is still required, since I don't cover absolutely everything in my chapter lecture videos, but I probably do cover 85% of what's in the chapter typically in a typical lecture video. So it is your responsibility to ask questions if you're confused on something. Emailing or texting me works really well for that. And obviously texting me is going to be the fastest way of getting a hold of me. Just make sure to include your name so that I know who's texting me. Late assignments are accepted, but they will be automatically cut down a letter grade for being tardy. Every week that passes, your grade will drop another letter grade. So just remember, it becomes really inconvenient and confusing for me when you turn in late assignments, especially if a lot of people are late with their work, which I tend to realize that happens a lot because I accept late work. But it's just want you guys to know, it's really nice when I go to a graded assignment and I can do them all in one go without having to track down missing work. So try to get your work in on time. I mean, if there's once or twice during the semester where you're a little bit late, it's not a huge deal. But if you're late with every single one of your assignments, that is really an inconvenience, a huge inconvenience for me. So definitely try to get your work in on time. And also, I mean, you get cut down a letter grade just for it being late. So definitely get it in on time. Attendance. Obviously, there's no attendance since this is an online course. If necessary, you can request a WebEx or Zoom meeting with me if we need to do that. We can also talk on the phone. Obviously, you can text me or email me. And you can text or email me to set up a time to meet in person, even if you live in Havre. I'm willing to meet with you in person. So just keep that in mind. This is the Academic and Integrity Misconduct Code here. Accessibility statement. Joanna Antonich, she's the accessibility coordinator. Here's her number and her email if you need to get a hold of her. Tutoring Central, MSUN tutoring at msun.edu. They can help you with certain things if you need help, possibly writing. There's also the Little River Institute on campus, MSU Northern Campus. They're very helpful. I think they have a math and a writing tutor, so definitely get a hold of the Little River Institute if you need to as well. Brightspace Technical Support, these guys are great. They can really help you with the Brightspace learning management system if you're having any technical difficulties or you just aren't quite sure how to do something in Brightspace. Definitely call Jason Gear at this number. It's a 406 number. I didn't have that in there, but 265-3767. And that's his email there too. Didn't need to open that. And also I have this disclaimer here, this could change. Anything in here could change throughout the semester. I reserve the right to make changes to the syllabus throughout the semester. Typically, things don't change, but a few things might end up changing, small things typically. Okay, and that's pretty much the course in a nutshell. There's one more thing I wanted to go over in the video. If you go into your Brightspace and you go to your profile kind of picture up here, or your name, click on your name, go to notifications, put your number in here, put your phone number in here, and sign up to get text messages or emails sent to you to your personal preferred email. And then just make sure you at least check the SMS or email, whichever one you prefer, but I think the SMS is better than the email, unless you get emails to your phone. The announcements, so these two here, announcements, make sure to check these under SMS and maybe even email as well, and have it sent to your preferred email address and your phone number, your cell phone number. You can actually check all of these. It will tell you when I grade something, it'll tell you when I create content, but definitely at least the announcements, because that's where kind of last minute things get posted. The more important things end up getting posted in there, and sometimes it's kind of last minute, so definitely check those and then just push save when you're done. And that's all I wanted to cover in this video, just the syllabus, and then also turning on the notifications, text messages for the announcements for this course. And I'm sure you will see me again soon. I look forward to working with you this semester, and we'll talk to you later.